Hey, what's going on everyone? This is your boy, the Bengal Dragon, Tanveer Side. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons as all your support really helps this legally blind YouTube content creator remain motivated to continue making a variety of different type of videos from this channel, and through the YouTube algorithm will really help this channel grow. Guys, I'm getting to it. Alright, it's one step at a time. Okay, just got a new computer. Okay, have to figure everything out from the ground up. Okay, just figured out the camera and how it works in this new computer, figured out the microphone, how it works in this new computer. Okay, this is my first test recording of OBS Studio as a legally blind person. Alright, so there's a lot of going through tutorials with a fine-tooth comb involved. Alright, as much as a blind person can do. But listen, the upcoming Claire Redfield video, I'm getting to it. Alright, I just finished the first draft of the script, and to be honest, I am still not that comfortable going in so aggressive, because I am going to go off on a certain group of the Resident Evil community fan base. And there's gonna be some overlap with what I noticed with the professional wrestling fan base. And as a testing ground for OBS Studio and how it turns out, I thought this would be a good topic. Okay, my thoughts on the finish of Wrestlemania 41. And in case you guys didn't keep up, because you guys, just like me, pretty much don't care about professional wrestling anymore, but just occasionally keep tracks of it from time to time. John Cena was, yeah, that's right. John Cena was in the main event, was the heel, whoop-de-doo was the heel. Cody Rhodes was the baby face, and after the entrance, which, by the way, I miss Howard Finkel, but rest in peace. I heard he passed away. But the fans were actually cheering for Cena, and the fans were actually booing Cody Rhodes. I'm like, first of all, that goes to show you, the fan base that John Cena has. Here's the finish, all right? And spoiler alert, okay? If you don't want it spoiled, spoiler alert, turn back now, okay? You've been warned. But now that the spoiler alert's out of the way, here's the finish. Cena hit AA, the AA, whoop-de-doo, hit the super AA, as if we haven't seen that 25 times before. Okay, but here's the finish. The Rock didn't come out, Stone Cold didn't come out, Seth Rollins didn't come out. Travis Scott came out. That's right, the rapper, the mumble rapper, or no, I don't think you can call Travis Scott a mumble rapper, but the rapper Travis Scott came out, caused an interference, gave John Cena time to do some heel maneuvers, and ladies and gentlemen, Cena is your 17-time world champion. Okay, so that was the finish of WrestleMania 41. If you guys are still watching it, as in this video, here's something interesting that happened. Okay, I actually spoke to one of my friends. He's in the pro wrestling business, in a way, so to speak. He's trying to get his refereeing gig back on. Referee Rob Legion, or Referee Rob Jackson. Good Lord, I forgot what name he goes by right now on YouTube, but link is in the description below. Okay, he mentioned a good point, and I was arguing with him that, well, maybe not arguing, but having a lively discussion. That's how I like to put it. I told him I am glad I did not give WWE another chance. I was getting close to it. I was getting close to giving WWE another chance. There's no Cena, so other people might get a chance. So, and Cody Rhodes, someone who can actually wrestle as a champion, I'm like, okay, I might give it a chance. And then Cena came back, and I'm like, and he's gonna be in the WrestleMania main event. I'm like, listen, Cena's gonna win. He's not gonna lose when he's in the main event. Okay, I expressed my frustration and hatred for Cena, and if you guys must know, I was part of a group. Well, in the comment section, basically, I used to watch pretty much each and every episode. There's even a member on the website for quite a while, like paid member on the website for quite a while, blitzsportsnetwork.com. And this is a person who's actually studied the business much, much more than people like me or my friends. Much more. Okay, he's someone who's seen the who's seen the Hogan era, and some of the people even seen the Andre the Giant era and whatnot. The Hogan era, the 90s, the ECW, WCW, and whatnot. Okay, and I am with him when he basically says that John Cena was basically burying everyone, on the come up. Okay, and yes, it is a Vince decision. Yes. Okay, I'll give you a very, very good example. Very good example. ECW One Night Stand 2006. Okay, RVD versus John Cena for the title. Okay, the fans were very much for RVD. The fans were completely against Cena, and believe me, my friend said that Cena can work a crowd. Cena couldn't work that crowd, that ECW crowd, if he got on his hands and knees and started begging them. They would still boo the heck out of Cena compared to RVD. Cena does not have that type of capability. Even then, RVD was protected in the finish. RVD did not go over John Cena clean in a setting that was most home ground advantage to RVD. And let me remind people, where John Cena did not have a place. Yes, that was a Vince McMahon decision. Yes. And we've seen John Cena bury people after people after people. Okay, yeah, he's put some people over. Does it make up for the people he's buried? No. And yes, that was a Vince decision. And this is why a lot of us, older wrestling fans really hate John Cena. It is because John Cena was an extension of Vince McMahon. And I'm sorry, because this didn't come to me at that point. People want to claim that John Cena put this company, carried this company on his back. No. Because for the most part, people did not pay to watch Cena. People paid to watch the other people. John Cena was just thrown in the main event to disguise that. Okay? Because people, don't forget, I was there around 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. Okay? And I was keeping up with the rating numbers of WWE. Monday Night Raw, where Cena was there. The numbers were atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. And the weakest, flimsiest excuse people could find were the network, WWE network, that was barely working as it is. And people don't watch TV anymore. This, that, and the other bullshit. Forgetting the fact that when it came to other TV shows, a lot of them had increases in ratings. Okay? Even NFL games, the Super Bowl, they have 114 million people watching it from one country alone. Okay. Other shows did not use this excuse that people just don't watch TV anymore. No, it's only the wrestling fan, the die-hard, sycophantic wrestling fans that made this excuse. And they had a point. They had a point. Go watch the Raws from 2012 to 2013 and see how many stupid segments there were compared to good segments, and compare that ratio to some other shows, shows from the Attitude Era, shows from the to an extent even the Ruthless Aggression Era and whatnot. Okay, compare that ratio. You will see a Huge discrepancy. The ratio is much heavier towards the WWE 2012, 2013, 2014 in terms of crappy quality wrestling. Okay. Okay. Who was the face of the company at that point? It was Cena. Mostly it was Cena. You had your transitional champions like Daniel Bryan and whatnot, but still, a lot of it, came around Cena. Okay. And, see, my friend also brought up a point that, he tries hard and whatnot. I'm like, bro, is it showing in the ring? Cena moves around like a ton of bricks. There is no fluidity. Is it showing in the ring? No. How many times have we seen Cena powerbomb himself doing a Hurricane Rana? I'm like, okay, your efforts, you want to get the Hurricane Rana done right. Are you have you tried not doing the Hurricane Rana? It's your choice. Have you tried not doing the STF where basically you can fit two basketballs between from the gap in the where the arms are locked and the person's chin. Okay? Have you tried working on that? No. It's just the same old botchy nonsense. Occasionally he hits one or two good moves. Okay? My friend, other people also work hard. So, and I've seen this excuse used with a lot of fans. That, a lot of people, Cena works very hard. No one is denying Cena works very hard. I'm like, look at the shape Cena's in. Look at the shape he's in. Okay, you don't get that without hard work, buddy. So yeah, no one's denying that, but the end product is not coming off as good. That's the problem. You're not getting the results of that. So this is not a shot at Cena's hard work. Yes, Cena works very hard, but it's just like the results should show in the ring. Okay, but that's not the point that he brought up that caught my intrigue. Okay, because that is certified evidence that, oh my God, Cena can't, the fact that Cena can't wrestle, this will stay with him for the rest of his life. That he is one of the biggest botch fests, and this big botch fest, this stiff wrestler is your 17-time world champion, is gonna be a black mark in professional wrestling, and this you can't deny this. The visual evidence is there. You can't deny this. All right. And yes, when you're simulating, when you're simulating professional wrestling, it's simulated combat. When you're simulating combat, you have to make it look good. All right. So yes, the in-ring performance does matter. The acting also matters. Unlike in UFC or boxing where the acting or what you said, it doesn't matter as much. The acting and the in-ring performance does matter. Okay, anyways, but that's not the point. The point what my friend brought up, okay, and this I have to give kudos to him. I have to give kudos to Rob Jackson for this. He mentioned something very interesting. That this is part of a bigger picture. The bigger picture is that Cena is a heel. And Rock and Cena are actually part of a group. Okay. And the whole idea, he presented a scenario like Star Wars. Okay. The whole idea is for Cody Rhodes to actually take a look at himself and perhaps come back stronger. This is for a Cody Rhodes epic return, or it is for Cody Rhodes to join The Rock and take the title off of Cena. For that, you need the heel to have nuclear heat. And for that, who better than John Cena? Breaking Ric Flair's world record, becoming the 17-time world champion, main eventing WrestleMania, and doing it in a way where the babyface was protected, and doing it in a way where it takes the title off of Cody Rhodes, who was having good matches. And you know what? I have to put my Cena hatred aside. And you know what? I have to give props to Rob Jackson for this. He's got a point. My only issue is, why Cena? Why? Why this guy who I don't want to see this guy on my TV screen. Okay? But why Cena, man? Anyone else? And why at Mania 21? I'm like, listen, if it happened at Royal Rumble or whatnot, but I would have understood, but my friend Rob Jackson has a point. The setting was very good for this to happen at the main event of Mania, to get the most nuclear heat as possible on John Cena. Will it work? You had fans cheering for Cena. I'm gonna get to that in my Resident Evil video. Okay? Okay, you can cheer for Cena, but there's a certain group of fans that cheer for Cena and who vilify the people who have a very legit reason to hate Cena. Okay, very legit reason, because all the reasons I presented, they're very legit. And believe me, a lot of the Cena fans, okay, and like, a lot of the Cena fans actually agree with me that, yeah, I can see why you hate Cena, but this story angle, it actually could work. Let us see. Okay, you guys, you know, if you want to give WWE a chance, you guys give WWE a chance. Okay, I'm just gonna keep up with, like, you know, what's happening in the storylines. I'm not gonna watch a minute of pro wrestling until, like, bro, no, not Cena, man, not Cena. Like, I'll watch some, you know TNA, or I even watched recently a Battle Riot 7 of MLW. Okay, and yeah, I saw RVD back. I'm like, oh my god, RVD, what are you doing, bro? You can't even get your leg all the way up, man. But yeah, well, you know, the one where Matt Riddle retained, where RVD was going for the Rolling Thunder, and then he realized that, you know, Matt Riddle was too close, hit the 420 leg drop, and then, you know, a Riddle rolled over RVD, then hit the Rolling Thunder, and then got pushed out of the ring. Yeah, I'm like, and good to see Austin Aries back as well, because Austin Aries is one of my favorite in-ring performers of all time. So, anyways, those are my quick thoughts. Let me know what you thought about the finish of WrestleMania 41, and as always, hit that like, subscribe, bell notification button. Go show my friend referee Rob Legion Jackson some love. It's your boy, the Bengal Dragon, signing out.